Mike Gravel's team has launched a Dropout Delaney campaign. This was launched because it was reported by Axios that John Delaney's own campaign team was trying to get John Delaney to drop out of the race. Well, this has turned into a trolling of epic proportions like nobody's business. I've been sitting here laughing at this for the past 10 minutes. Hashtag Dropout Delaney has become a thing. Welcome to the soapbox. And some of the responses are epic. And John and Mike Gravel's team, the trolling on this has taken epic proportions. Welcome to Soapbox After Dark. My name is Jamarl Thomas. This is the Progressive Soapbox. Welcome to Soapbox After Dark. I am wide awake. I can't sleep. When real men can't sleep, real men do the news. And so here I am doing the news. In this particular case, I've been following Mike Gravel's campaign, and especially recently. And recently he's launched this Hail Mary pass to try to get John Delaney out of the race. Now, the reason he wants to get John Delaney out of the race is because he is qualified for the debate stage. And if John Delaney was out of the race, he will be on that debate stage. But John Delaney is essentially taking up space where you can actually get somebody in with different views. You can actually have a debate within the context of the Democratic Party with some people who have some views and other people who have other views, as opposed to having a bunch of clones of one another. John Delaney, whether he's on the debate stage or not, is already on that debate stage many times over, too many times over for the Democratic Party. And yet, he wants to be on the stage. His team is trying to get him to leave. He's invested $19 million of his own money. 90-something% of his donations are from him. Like, in small dollar donations, he has like 90-something% are just his. I think it's like some tiny percent of the small dollar, but he's donated like 90-something% of the money to his own campaign. They're like, dude, it's time to take the knee, take the walk. You've put up a good fight. It's not working. They made the point that you invested all of this money and you're like at 1% at best in the polls. And that's not even the typical poll. Time to leave. And Mike Gravel's team is like, yes, leave. Now, Swalwell has left the race, which opened up a spot for Bullock if Delaney leaves. Mike Gravel gets in. So, Mike Gravel, epic trolling. Now, Dropout Delaney is what Gravel has started. Senator Mike Gravel. So no one, absolutely nobody. John Delaney, okay, here's why poor people don't deserve health care is a winning message. Hashtag Dropout Delaney. And then people are joining in. In fact, I don't think I've sent mine in. Have I sent mine in? All right, let me put mine in. And I encourage each and every one of you to do the exact same thing. All right, so let's see. We already have several Delaneys. Delaney. Delaneys. We already have several Delaney in the race. You're unnecessary to the process. Hashtag Dropout Delaney. Actually, hashtag Dropout Delaney. I'll keep it short. I mean, you get my point, but I'll put in something more clever after I end this. But I want to go into some of the tweets. Some of these tweets are hilarious. And I want to give a special mention to this guy, because this guy gets the Trolling of the Week award. So right here. So he says, we had him the first. All right. So he contacts the Delaney campaign because Delaney had his messages open. He says, hey, Governor Delaney, I just wanted to let you know that I'm a huge fan and don't want you to cave to Mike Gravel and his pesky antics. I can't wait to vote for you in the primary. And John Delaney is probably happy as a lark that somebody sent this. This is probably the first time he's ever got this message. Thank you. It's good to hear from supporters like you. The Delaney campaign is as strong as ever. And he says, nah, just kidding. Drop out Delaney. Drop out Delaney. And Ron Placone, you spent millions of dollars to become grossly unpopular, laughingstock. Your ratios on Twitter are horrific. If you are trying to deny healthcare to so many people, I'd actually feel sorry for you at this point. Hashtag drop out Delaney. Oh, if you weren't trying to, I'd feel sorry for you. Caitlin Johnston. Hey, Gravel. How many millions of dollars is your campaign in the red? Hashtag drop out Delaney. Now, the reason why they're bringing it up is because Philosophy Rob makes the point. No wonder Delaney staff has asked him to drop out. His campaign is currently $8.75 million in the red. They're bleeding dollars. If you notice in the Axios article, the guy says, we got to eat. We got to eat. And this guy is bleeding dollars. Right here. Here's Gravel. If we reach number 1, then I think Twitter bylaws require John Delaney to hashtag drop out, because drop out Delaney is now trending on Twitter. Drop out Delaney is trending on Twitter. And this is from Gravel. This is from Gravel. That's amazing. Here's this person. I just sent Delaney a message. If you follow suit, please be courteous as you can manage. Yes, please be courteous. Don't be an asshole. I told him 70% of Americans support single payer, that he has a duty to drop out if he won't support it. Hashtag drop out Delaney. Making the message that John Delaney messages are open. This is awesome, man. Here's John Delaney. But this is a fake. We're trending. The centrist revolution has never been stronger. Hashtag drop out Delaney. And then this guy eventually says, okay, I couldn't do it. The guy's a mockery of himself. I can't make any jokes about him. But this is trending. Drop out Delaney is trending. That's astonishing. And Gravel himself has been like hitting him like hard. Let me see. Let me get to Gravel tweets. To be fair, where is it? I want to drop out Delaney's. Here we are. We don't care, shill. And then here's another one. The Delaney campaign is a pathetic farce, and staffers, like the Only Honest, should stop indulging this vanity campaign that exists to tell people new ideas that change isn't possible. Delaney has spent $19 million to make himself a national laughing stock. They are hitting him hard. Joanne Reed. John Delaney has spent $19 million to be an asterisk on the 2020 race. Imagine being that rich. That's Joanne Reed. That's Joanne Reed. He says, imagine being that rich where you can just burn $19 million for shits and gills. Mike Gravel. This seems like a win-win move. Hashtag, and this is all drop out Delaney. Just emailed Mike Gravel. The only ratio that matters. Negative 1.1% of John Delaney funds came from small donors. 87.6% comes from his own fortune. Oh, I'm sorry, the 1.1%. 96.7% of Mike Gravel's funds comes from small donors. 0 from himself. That's called popularity. That's called getting popular. Gravel, out, out, out. Drop out the lady. Drop out the lady. Welcome to the fight, comrade. He's bringing people into the drop out the lady. Look at this. The face of a man who knows he's going to drop out. They're hitting him so hard. All of this is drop out Delaney. Yep, most of them have already signed our petition. Join the John staff in telling him to drop out of the race. Join John Delaney's staff in telling him to drop out of the race. Can bots sign petitions? Oh man, he's hitting him. This is massive trolling. He has a petition here. I'll put the petition at the bottom. And feel free to send in a polite message with the hashtag #DropOutDelaney. Be polite. But Don Delaney, it's time to take a walk. Thanks all. Bye-bye.